How are we doing, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of Talking to Mod. I'm very excited to announce this week we have Dean Mumford, better known as Deano, a very lovable guy, great friend of mine. My mum loves him, my dad loves him, I class him as a brother. Everyone loves Deano. That is literally a saying. Everyone loves Deano. You'll know him as such bands from the Rifles, Suggs' Life Story, and his own band Regency. So let's just get on with it, shall we? Sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 13 with Deano.
Otherwise.
Alright, bruv. What's
How are you, son?
Did I just hear you say 19 crimes?
Well, listen, mate. I had a little bet on myself. I said, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
I said, I'll bet anything, right? He's got a bottle of 19
Absolutely.
crimes in one hand
The governor, isn't it?
and the glass in the other.
Mate.
You are the governor, mate. You're looking well, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit dark in here. Can you see me all right? You look brighter than...
Well, listen, don't turn the light
Pressure
on.
on the
I have
under.
to change what I said.
Yeah, sweet, mate. Yeah.
No, you're looking
Right,
fresh haircut as well, brother. You're looking
yeah,
well.
I done couple of weeks ago. Fella in Kingley Street. No, Carnaby Street. You go down, it's like...
What's happened there?
Oh, hang on,
You there?
yeah, I'm here, mate. Yeah, I've got you.
Right. Should we start that one
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, go on then. Turn it off, go out and come back in again.
I don't know what happened there, mate. Sorry about that.
You froze. I was moving, but you froze.
Fuck. Sorry,
Yeah.
mate. That was probably my fault. Sorry, Dino.
No worries. Hang on, if I do this. Oh, that's better. Oh, you can touch the screen and I'll get brighter. Oh, there you go.
Right. We're just
That light-
forget the first.
Is that light?
We forget the first thing ever happened.
Hang on, mate.
Oh,
Hang
and he's
on.
off. He's off.
Oh, no, that don't help, does it? Hang on.
Dino. That's worse, mate. I can't see. There we go.
That's better. That's better, isn't it?
It was never going to be easy with us two, was it?
It won't, mate.
Mate, but first of all,
Mm.
thank you very much for joining me on the Friday night. I'm sure
Pleasure,
you could have had many other things to do, but you chose to stay in and speak to me.
Yeah, that's exactly, mate. Yeah, of course I would.
I mean, the chats are supposed to be half an hour, but listen, it's probably going to go on for
Yeah,
about
right.
3 to 4
That's
hours
the
with
next
us, isn't it?
It's midnight. Yeah.
First of all, mate, how are you? You well?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah. Yeah, looking forward to Joel. Got Joel's gig tomorrow, so that's what I'm staying in tonight. I mean, he's semi-fresh. He's having a drink indoors, not going out.
Brilliant.
As Mickey Flanagan would say. But, yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, been busy. Recently had a festival, couple of festivals last weekend with the Rifles. Warwickshire and Nottingham, Camper Calling and Stone Valley Festival.
Brilliant.
So that was really good. And we had Brighton last Thursday, didn't we?
How was Brighton?
Yeah, blinded, mate. Of course it is. Yeah, we always go to the Heart and Hand pub. You'll know. Well, back in the day, you know.
That's it.
Like,
Yeah. I know it well, Dino, actually.
a couple of lock-ins in there. Well, the governor in there is really nice. And he told some stories about Weller having lock-ins in there with Bobby Gillespie back in the day. But everyone, when the Rifles gig, we all catch up with pals, didn't we?
Yeah.
And Brighton's really good because loads of mates come down to the Brighton one. So it was about 40 pals who will go to the pub before each Rifles gig anyway, but the Heart and Hands are lined up. And it's like 500 foot from the venue.
I know, mate.
You can drink to like the last knockings before you go over there. So.
It's a bit deadly, isn't it? Especially before a gig, mate.
Yeah. Well, it's the nearest to the venue, the better for everyone, really. Yeah.
No, you're lovely. And that was for the Mod Weekend,
Mod
wasn't
weekend
it?
down in Brighton. Yeah, we do it every year.
Yeah.
See, Rob Bailey from the New Untouchables, and he's been doing it for years. So, I met Rob back in the 90s, long time ago. But we've been doing this about 6th year in a row, I think.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's Pucker. I invited Chrissy Boy, but he weren't around. Yeah.
Bless
Big
him.
Gaz, no, his mate Big Gaz.
Yeah. Did Gaz go?
No, Gaz couldn't make it either. Yeah, so we'll try and get him out next year.
Have you
Chris
met?
got back to me. He said, "Yeah, just couldn't make it."
Have you
Right,
met?
Chris? If you're listening, you what? Sorry.
Have you met Big Gaz?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Blimey. Yeah. That night in the Art and Hand again. Hang on, you're freezing up again. Are you there?
Yeah, I don't
You're
know
good.
what keeps
Yeah.
happening, mate.
So I've got full reception and all that. Yeah, but no, I've met Big Guys. Yeah, with Chris. Yeah. So
Brilliant, man.
I don't know why I'm so dark on this video. I can't work it out.
Paranormal activity
Yeah,
going on here.
You see someone walk behind me, let me know.
Fuck,
Yeah,
hopefully not, mate. But Deano,
yeah.
like, we've known each other for a long time now, but I want to know a little bit more about your musical background. So, for starters, how did you get involved in music in the first place, mate?
Well, started playing the piano when I was 7. So I've been playing 12 years now. But no, I've been playing 41 years.
Really?
On the piano, and I learned classical music, so I learned to read, so I'd done my classical grades and all that.
Yeah.
Until I was 16, so at the age of 7 to 16, I'd done all my grades in the piano.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when you get to 16, I start getting into bands then, didn't you? It's like perfect age, so these days, even younger, but like got into bands then. I've been in bands since I was 16, so that's 30 years now. I've been in bands. My first gig was in 1991. Never Mind has come out, Nirvana. So
That's mental.
Been at it a few years, yeah. 01, 11, 21, to 32 years I've been playing in bands.
That's mad.
Piano 41 years, yeah. So that's how it started. My mum's family all played the piano. So I remember when I was 7, Mum said, do you want to go and have lessons? And I did. I didn't realise it was all classical music, because when you're 7, you don't know anything. You don't realise it's the best stuff out there. Do you know what I mean? It's the most difficult, apart from jazz, but it's difficult music to play. So if you learn classical, you can pretty much, you cut your teeth from that, you can play anything. You know what I mean? So, and then it's difficult to read classical music. But over the years of doing it, you know, it becomes easier. You don't run before you can walk, kind of thing. But all the family played piano, mandolin, and all that, and then so I just got into it and stuck with it. Sometimes I wanted to leave doing it. When your mates are out playing football, you've got to learn pentatonic scales. You know what I mean? But I stuck with it, thankfully, because it's put me in good stead going, you know, what I've ended up doing. Yeah.
I will apologise if you can hear Lonnie in the background.
It's all right, get on.
No, trust me, not in the mood, mate. He should be sleeping, but I've been to IKEA, mate. I've been trying to set up this fucking cabinet.
What you bought?
And it's a glass cabinet, and I look around and he's got a hammer in his hand and he's trying to bang the glass. And I'm like, do you know what I mean?
Hammer and glass. Yeah, that's a good combo. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him just out there. Sorry about that, mate.
He laughed at Lonnie Donegan, right?
Yeah, named after Lonnie Donegan. Yeah. But he should be downstairs watching the TV, but instead he's shouting in this room.
Where Daddy is, doesn't he?
But
yeah.
Sorry about that, mate.
Right,
mate. Can you hear him?
That's all right. It's funny because we've got a cockatoo here, and his name's Jasper. And when you're on the phone or talking to someone, he chirps really loud for the whole conversation.
Really?
He's like a dog. He wants attention. It's about wheeling into the other room. Why do you hear Jasper for the whole conversation? Yeah.
Bless, man. Bless. Do you remember the first album you bought as a youngster?
I do. Yeah. It was the Bangles, A Different Light.
The Bangles.
Yeah. In W.H. Smith on cassette.
Shit.
I mean, yeah, my dad bought it for me. It was $6.99. And I think, I can't remember last week, but I remember that. Yeah, the Bangles. I think it had like Manic Monday on it and all that, I think. Yeah, different like Bangles. The one I bought, that's the first one I bought, because my dad has collected vinyl all my life. My dad's got like thousands of vinyl at home. It's like a record shop at my dad's. And so I didn't really have to buy anything. My dad had it all. Do you know what I mean? From like all the punk, all the Motown, through to all the punk, to all the jam, and then going forward, he had everything. So when I was what was I, 11 in '86. So that was the first album I actually bought, which is weird. I didn't need to buy them. My dad had everything I ever wanted. You know, I grew up basically in a record shop. He's got every single Motown album ever made in the '60s. Every single one. There's hundreds, as you can imagine. Only on the Tamla Motown album, just in the '60s. And so I didn't really need to buy anything. And that was the first one I bought, was the Bangles, because it was, I fancied the bird in it. What was that name?
That's a bit like
I can't remember her name.
Similar to my story, like my dad.
What was yours? Yeah, cool.
Well, he like, do you know what? Like one day he got this suitcase out the loft, right? And he was like, "Oh, like it won't interest you. Like these are all my old music." And I thought, "What's this?" I remember opening it
young
up.
at this point,
Mate. Sorry,
you're probably young at this point.
Oh God, yeah, mate. About 7 or 8 or something like that. I don't know. Probably even younger, Dino. And
Yeah.
this suitcase looked like it should have been in a fucking museum, mate. It was an antique,
Yeah.
right? Honestly, I was thinking, Jesus Christ, if I open this up, it's going to fall apart, mate. I remember I opened it up and it was all slit, like all the singles, but on vinyl, right? And
Yeah.
and the first one that was on the top was Lonnie Donegan, Rock
Was it
Island Line.
really?
It was,
Right.
mate, yeah.
Rock Island
And
Night, yeah.
yeah,
I got a pig iron.
yeah. Rock Island Line is a mighty good
Tune,
song.
mate. Yeah. Fucking brilliant.
But
Yeah.
it stuck with me, mate. I remember I don't know what it was, Dino. I listened to Lonnie Donegan as a kid, right?
Mm.
So that was my first sort of introduction with it when I found my dad's old vinyls, right? And then on my birthday for about 3 years running, from about 11, 12 and 13 maybe, or it might have been 9, 10, 11, something like that. We used to go to Butlins, right? Because I really liked it.
Yeah.
God knows why. Looking
We
back,
used to
because
go
there was fuck all.
to Pontins.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Butlins, we gave a go, and my dad always used to play the greatest hits of Lonnie Donegan, mate, and that was it. I was just hooked on it. And then obviously Weller and the Jam and all that.
We could also, I reckon everyone's dad or mums and dads were the same, weren't they? You know, like, you always influenced by them. Luckily for us, my dad was a mod. He had 7 handmade suits, 7 shirts, and 14 ties. So he never went out. My mum said when she met him, every time he went out each night, different suit on, different shirt, different tie, and he used to take 2 pairs of trousers out with him because if he had to sit down,
right,
it would crease the back of the knees. So he'd get to a party, if he had to sit down, he'd go and change his sitting down trousers. Brilliant. And then when they were going out to the club, he'd go and put his standing up trousers in so the back of the knees weren't creased.
Do you know?
I mean, that's not mod. I don't know what it is.
You're a bit like that, though, aren't you? You love your clobber, mate.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a lovely 3-piece blue mohair. I've had loads over the years. I've got to get another one. You know, waistline's got a little bit bigger these days, brother. So,
Join the club, mate.
Waist 33 now. But I go to, what's his name? Portobello Road Market. Adam of London. No, Adam of London?
Yes, yeah.
Suits, yeah. I think he's got one in centre of London now. I don't wear the suit often as I want to, but I've always got special on. It's Adidas. I only wear Adidas. I don't wear anything else. And so it's like, when I'm going out like Tommy's, like the Marquis or that, or going up Highgate or whatever, Hampstead or whatever, I just always put my Adidas on. I mean, like in special, I just love it. And it's just Apple and Adidas, AA is all you need.
Yeah. You've got some, you got some rascal jackets, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, that's the same as you, the Stone Island Barber. You've got one.
No. Oh, the CP Company one.
CP Company, sorry.
Yeah.
CP Company.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Yeah, Barber.
What was that jacket I saw you in? Do you remember when I did the Q&As with Alan McGee and you had that? That was that yellow jacket.
Yeah. I flogged that because I never wore it and I looked like I worked for the railways. Do you know what I mean? I went to get a train and I working there for a week. I took over Big John's shift. Do you know what I mean?
That was a lovely bit of clobber, mate.
Yeah, it's pucker, mate. It was a top jacket, man, but really bright yellow, wasn't it? You know what I mean? And
yeah. That's a bit like that pink one I've got, that specials. Everyone calls me Roy Cropper when I wear it.
Well, sorry.
It's diabolical. It's like pink with cream on it.
Nice.
The sin, mate. Sin.
Yeah.
What I want to know, mate, is how did it come about with the Rifles? How did you get involved with the Rifles?
Well, it's for Ollie Slady, the manager. I met him in the Shakespeare's Head in Carnaby Street. I was drinking there. I used to work in the print for Christie's, the auctioneers.
Yeah.
In the 90s, so every night I used to go to Carnaby Street and drink the Shakespeare's Head, and I'm just go clubbing on Saturday. I met Ollie in there, and he became a pal. So I've known Ollie fucking hell for over 30 years. And then he said to us once, I'm managing this band now called the Rifles. And Ollie didn't manage bands at that point. I was all right, cool. He said, yeah, get up to Bullen Gate when it had the venue out the back next to the Forum, Kentish Town Forum. And he said, come up and see him. And the thing was, they was always playing like on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and I was working full time then. And it was a bit difficult to get up to like Kentish and then get back on a Wednesday when I'd work the next day. So I didn't go to see the Rifles for a while. Eventually went and saw them. Fuck me, they're the bollocks, man. And then started following them everywhere. Like immediately took to them. And I begged him, do you need a keyboard player? Do you need a keyboard player? Do you need a keyboard player? And then I ended up, Ollie got me a roadieing job for him. So I roadied for him for 18 months, 2 years. And it was funny because Joel's left-handed, right? And we was doing a gig. I'll never forget. I know they say you play to one man and his dog. The Rifles done a gig. This is 2003. So 3 years before No Love Lost came out. And there was no one in the venue. They were supporting someone. There was no one in the venue. And a geezer wandered in with his dog. So
No
the
way.
Rifles have actually played to one man and his dog. And Joel broke a string. So he's given it to me like, I won't lie, Ben, I might have had a drink. And so he's handing it to me like that. He's like, sweet, he's broke the D string, sweet, no problem. But he's left-handed, isn't he? And because I had a few beers, I've strung it like a right-handed player, so EADGBE. So I put a G where the D should be, because when I've given it back to him, he's now got 2 fucking D's on it. And he said, what are you doing to me, man? This is for good. It still works. But this, I wouldn't be very good at a roadie in the long run, let's put it that way. And then 3 years later, he rang me up, Joe, and he said, what's happening? I said, yeah, not much, mate, blah, blah, blah. I was delivering car parts at the time. And he said, we need you to come on tour again. I said, oh, this is August 2000, the date. I said, all right, roadie again. He said, no, mate. He said, Great Escape's about to come out. We need, there's strings on it, piano, Hammond. We need you to actually play. So it was like, fucking hell. So I quit my job, van driving, at the end of August 2008. 6 weeks later, I'm on tour with the Rifles. We rehearsed at the Premises in Hackney. A lot of people know that. And I'm walking out, we're supporting Paul Weller on a lot of the big, his arena tour. We had a month of touring, but 6 of the dates were with Weller. So if you think 1 minute I'm delivering brake pads and etc. Next thing, I'm walking out supporting Paul Weller to like 10,000 people at the NEC, what it was called the NEC. And it was a bit overwhelming night. And I don't mind saying, I come off the stage. Because before that, I've been in bands all them years, but only playing pubs to like 100 people max. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm at fucking 10,000 people. And it was weird. I come off, overwhelmed, just like welled up, got like emotional over it. Do you know what I mean? I'd have a moment of my own, went for a piss, went to the cubicle, just fuck me, that just happened. I've got to do it 5 more times with Weller. And as you know, being a good friend he's a diamond, isn't he? Absolute legend, isn't he? And I said, thanks so much for like the opportunity, all that. Goes, it's no worry, Deano, no problem. Nothing's a problem, do you know what I mean? It's just, and I say, never meet your hero, which is, I've met all my heroes, luckily, I'm very fortunate, and none of them have let me down. None of them have let me down. Well, it's just one of the best, isn't it? So that's how I got into the Rifles. Joe ran me up and off I went. It was literally as quick as that. Oh,
Hey!
Hey, I guess better. Got a light.
I thought, I didn't want to say anything, but I thought someone just burgled your house then.
Yeah,
I just saw the light going.
Welcome to what they can find.
No, that was lovely. That was lovely.
That's my sister.
He's he really is a diamond geezer. He's one of the good guys, you know. The industry, you know, all the good people stick together, and you know, you can't do wrong when you got the support and the love of the Mod Father. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think it's a testament to him that even now, you know, all these years later, I've never met anyone that said, yeah, he was moody, I didn't like him. I've never met anyone who said that. And I think it's a testament to his character, because he was just so nice to everyone, and that stands up, doesn't it, through your life, you know. It's like in all walks.
You often hear people say, oh, you know, like when they say something, for instance, people who have never met him would slate him, do you know what I mean? Because they'd love to meet him. Like the typical one is Liam Gallagher, right? Whenever people say, oh, Liam Gallagher, he's a bit of a prick, he's so up himself. I'm like, have you met him?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, no. I'm like, well, totally wrong.
Just someone, I know like Liam's famous now, but if you have anyone, you hear someone slugging someone off that you meet, you think actually they're all right. Liam's famous, of course, but yeah, I've had the same, Ben. The people slag people, and I've said the same as you. But have you actually met him? I was in Trisha's once, now on Greek Street. The geezer was like putting Liam down. I said, have you actually ever met him? He went, no. He said, have you? I went, well, yeah. And I said, you've totally got his character wrong. I said, I'm not being the big eye. I know Liam. You know what I mean? I was just saying, I do know him. I've met him, and he's the loveliest geezer I've ever met. Everyone has bad days, man. Everyone has a shit day. Do you know what I mean? Everyone could, if you ask for an autograph, go, no, not today, mate. You know what's going on in their lives, in their personal lives. You don't bowl about sing and live forever down the pub. Well, he might be.
You,
But, yeah, but yeah, you don't judge someone you ain't met. You know what I mean? And well, as you know, every time I've met one who's been bang on, same with Liam and all that. Very fortunate to meet these people. Very fortunate.
100%, mate. As I said, I've never, similar to what you've just said, Dino. Meet your heroes. I'm very glad that I've met all mine.
Yeah.
And not one of them's let me down.
Not one, Ben. Not fucking one of them. Not one of them.
I think that says it all, really, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because you think of the law of averages. You're going to meet an arsehole at one point, aren't you? Like,
yeah, man. I mean,
if you're a git, you're a git, irrelevant if you're famous or not. And everyone has bad days, man. But I met one that's been even like not on a piss up night.
No.
Going for lunch or something. Do you know what I mean? Just normal, just well, they're legends, but they're just normal people at heart. You know what I mean?
I tell you this story, right? I met this. I tell you his name after. I don't want to say it on the podcast, like, but I met this. Cut long story short, me and McGee did this gig at the Alexandra Palace, right?
Yeah.
It was this festival called, I think it was Kaleidoscope. Happy Mondays and Orbital were headlining.
Oh, wow.
And they had this comedian there. And
comedian?
He used to be on this show years ago. He ain't been on TV for a long time now, right? And he was an absolute prick, mate. Right? I'm talking like, we had this, we're all in the same dressing room, and he's just sitting there, and he's got,
I am, right?
Oh my god, mate! Honestly, like, I walked in there. I'm one of similar to you, Dino. Speak to anyone, don't we, mate? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm in there. I'm like, "Hello, mate. All right?" And he just looks at me as to say, like, "Do you want an autograph or something? Do you want a picture?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I had little,
alone,
mate. I had little Lonnie in the dressing room as well, and he was running about.
Come on, man. Yeah. You had your kid with you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and my little boy was running about, right? And I went, "Oh, sorry about that." And he just looked at me and went, "Right," like that. And I was thinking, "Mate, you're not actually that funny." Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you his name after, though, because I don't want to say it. But
are we allowed to say? Was it slander?
Well, do you know what I mean?
No, I've got an inkling who it might be, but I don't want to say in case I'm wrong.
But who?
I'll say his initials, AC. No. All right, sweet. I won't say it. I know someone who worked with a comedian who was exactly as you're describing.
Alan
He's
Carr.
on the telly all the time at the moment, and he was not very nice at all. Yeah.
You wouldn't think that, though. As I said, his job's to make people laugh.
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
And I
I
walked in that room, mate. It felt like I was at a wake. You know what I mean? Jesus, like, he couldn't wait to get out of that room.
Mate, and he's a fucking comedian.
I tell you,
what I mean?
Walked in, though, Ed Byrne, right? And he was the loveliest geezer.
Was he?
Loveliest geezer.
Yeah. It's free. Like this is free, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know, a lot of musicians I know, and you'll know yourself, you're just so fortunate of counting yourself lucky what you're doing.
Yeah.
That you never walk around going, yeah, I'm the bollocks, I'm the bollocks. No one, I don't know anyone who does that. Liam's allowed because it's Liam, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's his job. But, and he's lovely anyway, but I don't know any musician, all the musicians I know help each other out. Yeah. We all help each other out. So, like, I play on, Mays, Gary Mays and all that.
Yeah.
Or Paul Paulperson and all that. I play on Mays' stuff. They play on other stuff. All musicians all help each other out. Do you need a bit of Hammond on there? Do you need a bit of piano on there? And other guitarist, I'll do a bit on there for you. This ain't for dollar, this ain't for money, this is for the love of it, because everyone enjoys what they're doing, and you count yourself lucky what you're doing, and you just all stick together. It's a big club. It's a big club, really. The amount of bands on Twitter, like the Shed Project, Skylights, they're doing a big gig up in Manchester soon. Incredible bands, man. Fucking amazing. They're playing with Deano at Northside soon in Manchester. And all these boys are just fucking wicked songwriters and making brilliant videos for their tunes and all that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's one big club. Just look out for each other, isn't it? Like,
it
have
is.
a laugh.
100%. 100%.
If you start you're better than everyone else, you're fucked.
No, see.
No one want to work with you.
Do you know, this is quite a funny story, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind me mentioning his name. I met Andy Hopkins, I think his name is, from The Enemy, the bass player.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And he actually went up to me and went, "Do you know what, mate? You're actually all right, aren't you?" And I went, "What do you mean?" He said, "I actually thought you might have been an arrogant prick from like your tweets and that." I was thinking, "What?" He goes, No, but I was wrong. You're lovely." And I was like, "I don't really know how to take that, mate." But
a compliment in there somewhere. Yeah. He's a lovely fella, him. I've met him. Yeah. No, nice fella. What? Because when you're doing magic, you've got to have a persona. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, don't just stand and go, pick a card.
Yeah, you got to have a personality.
There's an act to it.
Yeah.
And you do it perfect. I love watching your stuff.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea, Deano. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, not everyone loves the mod scene. Not everyone likes...
Well, that's true. Not everyone likes magic.
No, that's it as well.
But card tricks, man. I'm not near on your level, right? And it's funny, we show someone a card trick. My mate Jimmy Brown said to me once, he goes, I always feel like they're trying to get one over me. Like they're trying to, you'll understand more than me. And I said, no, I ain't trying to impress you. I'm just like, this is all right, this trick, man. I'll show you how it's done after. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, a couple of good card tricks. But they get the impression you're trying to make them look fools.
Do you know...
But you've got to
the best person to do magic to is?
Go on.
Weller, mate.
Is
right?
it?
I do a trick to it. Every time I go to the studio, it's like, it's magic. You got your cards, son. You know, you got doing a bit in a minute. Yeah. And like they always have a break in between, obviously, you know, in the studio, have a break. And we normally get a curry or something.
Yeah.
And I do these tricks to him and he just looks at me. Like, yeah.
And he never asked how they done
No,
it.
he wouldn't want to know. Like, I can't think who it said. It might have been Ben or Steve Pilgrim. One of them said, "How's it done?" Like, it's just a
natural.
And Paul's like, "I don't want to know.
I don't want to know."
See, it gives away the secret, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it ruins it. When I went to Fulham with you, do you know when you won the league and you got promoted, and you come out of the pub after? But before we went to the pub, you was doing them tricks in the pub. You done one, man, and it's in my mind now. You went, "Here's a card." You put it on. I chose a card. I put it on the top of the deck. It was on the fucking top of the deck, man. You're standing right next to me. And you went, look, you tapped it. It weren't there anymore. You found fruit in the middle. Do you remember that one? You've done it twice. I've got to do it twice.
I'm going to be honest with you now, Deano. I don't even remember that day.
You were drinking then?
Oh, I was fucking... I was paralytic, mate. I was gone, mate. I remember...
It was incredible. There was no explanation for it. But I suppose if you told me, it ruins the whole effect then. Because if it's simple, it didn't look fucking simple, but if it is, you think, oh, bloody hell, yeah, I'd never want to know.
I'll show you some towards the end anyway. Yeah, fuck it. I'll show you one now, mate. I'll show you one now. Look, we got, I have to stand up for this one.
Oh, mate.
Can you see I've got one card, 2 cards,
yeah,
3 cards, 4 cards, yeah? And they're all jokers. That's joker number 1, right? I put it in my mouth.
Yeah.
That's joker number 2.
Yeah.
All right. I put that in my mouth. Yeah. This is number 3.
Yeah.
And that's number 4.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they're all the jokers, yeah? Right.
Fuck off, they're not jokers.
Well, that's an ace.
What the fuck?
That's an ace.
Fuck off.
That's an ace.
Oh, you're joking.
And that's an ace.
What the fuck? How on earth did that just happen?
Magic.
That's just magic.
Here.
Oh my God.
Do you know,
man,
think of any card in the deck.
I'll think of it, yeah? I've got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Not a picture card?
No.
And not an ace?
No.
What is it?
Well, tell me what it is.
Yeah, I'm not Darren Brown.
4 of spades.
Do you want to change your mind?
No.
You sure?
Oh, fuck off, it's in there.
Right, see, this deck of cards is in a stray jacket.
Yeah.
And you said the 4 of spades, right?
Yeah. Oh, leave off, man.
Look, all these cards are facing towards you. Yeah?
Yeah.
Except from one.
Yeah.
All the cards are facing towards you except from one.
Oh, you're fucking joking me, man. How on earth did that happen? What the fuck?
That's outrageous, isn't it?
Brother, what the fuck? That's incredible. I fucking thought of it, man. You didn't even flick through a... What the fuck? I'll do another one. Fuck me. Do another one. Listen, this is going along for half an hour, brother.
You know it, my son. Yeah. We'll do, let me see what I've got in here. Right, think of any card, again.
Yeah.
Right, just think of it.
Yeah.
In this deck of cards, I've got, which, you know, deck of cards, I've drawn a little stick man.
Yeah.
Right? He knows one trick and one trick only.
Right.
What card are you thinking of?
Tell you?
Please.
7 of hearts.
7 of hearts, look. 7 of hearts. Where is it? There it is there, the 7 of hearts. So let me just take out the 7 of hearts.
Yeah.
That's the 7 of hearts there. That was the card you thought of, yeah? Now watch carefully. Let me just stand up for this.
Go on, mate.
You ready?
Yeah.
Watch the little stick man.
Right. Oh my God. What the fuck, man? That's pre-drawn on. That's pre-drawn on.
That's unreal, isn't it?
I could watch it all day, man. All day, man. That Tommy Cooper.
We're supposed to be talking about you in this.
Hey, fuck, that's boring.
Fuck me.
Mate, Tommy Cooper.
Oh,
that's the next hero.
Deano.
Yeah. That's that's a madness one, isn't it? Yeah.
Do your...
Ah, wicked, mate. He's one of Suggs' heroes, Tommy Cooper.
Got to do your impression now.
I ain't that great. I had a trick, joke. What was the other one? That's it. You said, I went to the coast and I went to a hotel, I got outside and I sat out the window and a woman opened the window and she said, what do you want? I said, well, I'll stay here. He said, well, stay there then. Shut the window. I went to late at night, right? We've had a few bottles of wine. Whack on Tommy Cooper on YouTube.
Mate.
It's black and white footage on there and all, when he was proper young, isn't it?
Do you know, on the tour I did with the Brian Jonestown, right? A lot of them, no one knew who Tommy Cooper was, right?
They're American, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
and
I've never heard of him, right?
No, but the tour manager knew that I liked him, so she bought me the Tommy Cooper best of, and we watched it on the tour bus, and I put it on in front of him one night, right? It was about 3 in the morning. I think we played the Barrowlands actually, right? We were all buzzing from playing there, and I was on the coffee, mate, and that was me, mate. I wasn't sleeping. I was on the coffee, mate. And
more, not drinking, of course. You know
mate, I'd done so many energy drinks and stuck on Tommy Cooper with a kebab, right? And they're all watching it. They're like, oh my God, this is fucking insane. The guy is so funny, man. And I'm like, I was like, don't watch it too long, though, because half of my act is in this.
Do you remember the one he walked on stage with a garden gate on the stage? And he come on, and they're all laughing. They're already laughing. It's his opening act, and they're all laughing at him as he walks on. And he went through the gate. He went, da-da-da, and he gone through the gate and shut. He said, I don't know why I've done that.
He's classic, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know?
The simplest of jokes, but it was in though, wasn't it?
One of the funniest ones he ever did is when he's playing the organ, and then he walks through the organ like it's a saloon door.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I know. Brilliant, yeah. I've got once I was on tour with Suggs, and we always get we do end of tour presents. He don't have to go mad, you know what I mean? It's just like get little things like. And I thought, Joe, what? I'm going to push the boat out. He really looks after me on tour. I thought he loves Tommy Cooper. I'll get my Tommy Cooper autograph or something like that. Right? And I found online a Tommy Cooper fez that he wore in Blackpool in 1958 or something, and it had come from the theatre, and someone who worked at the theatre gave it to his daughter. So it's the daughter I was dealing with. She went, my dad got this signed by Tommy Cooper because he wore it on stage, and he went, can I have your fez? And Tommy Cooper signed it and gave it to this fella who gave it to his daughter. So at the end of the tour, presents give out. Normally it's a token thing, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I said, yeah, I'm going there, go on. Get your laugh and give around that. He went, and the letterable authenticity from the daughter was all in there and all that. He went, and he just stuck his he went, like, it takes a lot to stop Suggs talking, do you know what I mean? To render Suggs speechless is fucking nigh on impossible, right? So he's there holding his face, and he's looking at the letter, he went, so he wore this. I said, yeah, look, he signed it. Fucking hell, he didn't know what to say. So all he did do was this, all he could do, he just put it on and went, ha. Yeah, and then I've got him now. The last end of tour present I got him, I actually got him Tommy Cooper's autograph. Brilliant. But I bought. They weren't that dear, you know. I paid like, considering 80 quid. It weren't like a lot of dough, and it's real. I've got the certificate, COA, and all that. And I bought a picture of Tommy Cooper, and I'm going to frame it all up for him. Brilliant. He's got a new studio at his house. And I've got this for his studio wall. And he don't know I've got him that. Unless he's watching this, now he does. But yeah, so I've got him a fez signed and his actual autograph frames now. So that's a nice thing to do. Yeah. Brilliant, man. Yeah.
And that brings us on nicely for me to ask, how did you end up meeting Suggs, mate?
I was for his daughters, Viva and Scarlett. When I started playing with the Rifles, 2008, I started hanging around with Camden pretty much every night. The Enterprise, obviously, Talk Farm Tube. Camden's the capital of London. I love Soho, obviously.
Yeah.
Camden, man, do you know what I mean? So I was going up to Camden every night of the week, busking, but playing in bars and acoustic guitar and all that. And Viva, my mate Paul Carova, Paul the Hay, he raps on Regency's Buffalo Stance.
Yes, yes.
Paul Carova raps on that. Who's that gigolo on the street? He's proper North London. He's like, who's that gigolo on the street? And he's pockets crocodile feet. He talks like that, right? And he introduced me to Viva and Scarlett. It's a funny story, actually. He said, what are you doing tonight? And I said, nothing, mate. He said, I'm going to a fancy dress party at Viva's birthday. And I had met Suggs at this point, and I hadn't met Viva and Scarlett at this point. We got to dress as Zulus. So me and Paul went to Camden and got grass skirts and all the bits and bobs, necklaces with teeth on them, and we painted ourselves up all blue war paint. And we went to this fucking party in East London. Got out the cab. Now you're walking up and down on High Street in East London, right, dressed as Zulus, right, trying to find this fucking party where Suggs' daughter's party is. And we couldn't find it. And we eventually got in there. And that's when I met him. My first encounter with Suggs was I had a beer in my hands, and he's coming through like all the people at this party. I went, Suggs, what's happening? How you going? Put my pint up like that. He took my pint off me, went, cheers, mate, and carried on walking. I thought, you bastard, just fucking walked that man like that. And then invariably after that we go out. Well, it was always out in Camden. Viva and Scarlett would be out, and Suggs would join them. He always hung around with his daughters in Camden. So I got to know him socially. And if it was a piano in the pub, I'd jump and do My Girl, It Must Be Love, baggy trousers or something. And he'd sing it. We'd get all the pub going. And then the one-man show came up. And that was December 2011. And I got Suggs' number, but I never rung him. Didn't bother the man. Do you know what I mean? And I was actually standing with my mum. And I said, Suggs is ringing me. So I'm answering this. Right, so Dino, Sugsy. He said, listen, Dinoid, calls me Dinoid, I'm doing a one-man show. He said, someone called Toby Follett is going to ring you. He said, you're up for doing this one-man show. I'm going to tell some funny stories, all that business. And you can play some piano, Dino. Well, you up for that? You up for that, Dino? I said, yeah. I said, yes. And I've hung up. And then I thought, shit, I've got Rifles gigs coming up. And would you believe all the Suggs dates fell in between all the Rifles ones? It was almost like it was set up to happen.
Brilliant.
Yeah, then I had to go to the audition, and it was like being on fucking X Factor. We all sat behind the panel, the management. It was only me going. And Suggs had been at Butlins all weekend, the Mindhead Madness thing they do.
Yeah. So
he's hanging. So, well, I'll get this, a Monday afternoon. So, right, Suggs, how you doing? Oh, fucking hanging, Dino. All right, so I started doing. He's reading through the scripts, and I'm doing My Girl, It Must Be Love, Baggage, whatever. And I'm fucking it. I'm fucking every song. I fucked every single one up. I've been playing these songs since I was 8. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going wrong. Because it was nerves. I was just so nervous. One of my heroes is sitting in front of me with all the Madness management, like sat there. And Toby Follett, he's a lovely bloke. He wrote the script with Suggs. And I fucked it. I ain't getting this fucking job. I fucked up. It Must Be Love. You can't fuck up. It Must Be Love. And then Suggs went, anyway, everyone, I need to go to the pub. I want to go for a fucking drink. He said, come on, Dino, we're going to the pub. So just me and him went to the pub, and the management listened to him. And when I got to the pub, he said, what are you having, Dino? I was got a pint. He said, Suggs, I'm so sorry. I was like, fuck that up. So I'm going, I promise you, I do know the songs. I said, I was a bit nervous to go. He went, shut up. He went, you had the job before you started playing, mate. And that was it. That was it. Yeah. And that would have been before December. So that would have been like October 2011, October, November. So it's like 12 years this year. We're back on tour next year with
brilliant,
completely new show.
I remember I watched you and him. This was before me and you knew each other, Dino. I think I've told you this story before. You both played Crawley. I was about
I remember
21, 22. Yeah, right. So it's a long time ago, mate. And I remember I was at the bar, and when I walked, 20
years ago now.
Long time, mate.
No, I remember
I walked out.
I do remember playing Crawley.
I went to the bar, and as I left the bar, I walked out, and Suggs was leaving, and I
I went and got I had a quick photo of him, and he signed my thing. And you just come out. You will not remember this in a million years, but because you know you do fucking hundreds of shows, and you walked out and got in the car with I think you had your acoustic with you or something, and he went,
yeah,
Deano, he looks like your brother, like that. Yeah. Because you had the same Parker on as I had on. We both wore the same
Parker on.
Pretty green, the first pretty green fur Parker, black with the green logo on it.
Green logo. I
both had it on.
Well, do you know what? I was going to sell it, but I kept it, and because it's got the lining in it, the unbuttoned lining in it.
That's it.
The fur thing.
Yeah, both had that on, and he went, "Is he your brother?" Like that.
Well, is he your better looking brother?
Everyone says we're related. Like, can we just confirm that we're not?
It's a bed that we're not. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind if we were, bro. No.
Everyone says, you know, I've never seen the Magic Mod and Deano in the same room. No, like even the missus.
That's logic. See, that's logic. That's right.
Even the missus, right? She goes, "Fuck me! I saw a picture of Deano the other day, and I generally thought it was you. Like he was out in Camden somewhere, and I was about to ring you up saying, mate, what are you doing in Camden?"
Yeah.
And it was you. You were out somewhere. This was probably a few months ago, and I was back home doing a show, and she saw this photo and thought it was me, and she was going to ring me up, bollock me, and say, "What are you doing out on the piss again?" And I was like, then she saw that it was you. But,
well, that's a compliment, mate. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, well, we're both good-looking chaps, mate. That's it. We'll bring out a fucking calendar next year.
What are you talking about?
Tino,
yeah.
You've put me right. I wrote fucking notes. I knew I didn't need.
What's the next thing?
Well, you've thrown me off now. I remember. I was going to say, I watched the Only Fools and Horses the other day, right? The episode when Uncle Albert falls down the pub, the brewery, right? And I'm thinking to myself, hang about, Deano fell off stage once. Was he doing an Uncle Albert to try and get a bit of money?
I was just trying to get an insurance thing. I'm saying, exactly. Yeah, it was unplanned. I'm telling you. Well, what it was a simple. Remember, he was at school and someone moved the chair from behind you and you fell over. Yeah, it was never funny. It fucking hurt, didn't it? I done it to myself. So I was standing there. It was at the Portsmouth Wedgwood Rooms, and I felt upset. I did have a bottle of vodka. I had a bottle of vodka. So I'm drinking that neat out of the bottle, and so I couldn't find a mixer, so the bottle would do. And then, but I don't know, I had a few beers down here, and then I looked at the set list, and Romeo and Julie was next. So I had to play the harmonica. The Joel Luca in front of me, it's acoustic tour gig, and I've stood up, got the mic ready for the harmonica. I thought, sweet, right. I thought, no, I don't want any more vodka. I thought, oh, there's me beer. So I've got to sit back. I've moved my stool out of the way to give me room to play the. Hang on.
Back.
We're back.
This has got to be edited now, mate. So, right.
Yeah. We're back.
Everyone thought you fell over.
Oh, yeah, I fell off the stage. Yeah, anyway. As I'm talking about falling off a fucking stage.
You fell off this, mate.
I fell off the fucking internet. You know what I mean? But anyway, that rambling on, I moved my own stool and then went to sit back down on it, and I fell off the back of the stage. But as I fell off, I grabbed my drum stool. I sit on a drum stool. I grabbed the drum stool and smashed it into my own face, which made me twist and fall into a group, a valley at the back of the stage. Didn't meet the back of the venue. So it spun me round, and I fell that way round off the stage. If I hadn't grabbed the stool, I would have fell straight back, hit the wall, and broke my neck. But they thought I was dead. They got a nurse out the audience, and they couldn't revive me for 2 minutes.
Did the show continue?
It was on Romeo and Julie. It was the last one, so I still got paid.
Did you finish the song though?
No, I didn't get fucking started, mate. Yeah. Because I got a mic adjusted to play the harmonica. And that's when I went to sit on the stool. I'd only just moved myself, and they went flying off the fucking stage. And I spun. They thought I was dead. Joe thought I was dead. So I was lying there for 2 minutes. He couldn't revive me for 2 minutes. He's gone, like. And if I hadn't spun in midair when I grabbed my own stool,
would have been brown bread.
My neck would have hit I would just go and fucking been walloped. Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah. There you go.
I thought I could just picture you being out and the boys carrying on, thinking, Deano, I don't give a fuck, mate. There's people out here who want to hear this song.
listen, you've got to give the money, the people what they want. You know what I mean? They're having someone dying at the back.
Oh, listen, if that was 2 songs in, mate, they would have scraped you up.
Exactly. I had to go to hospital. I had to go to Portsmouth Hospital. They wanted to do a brain scan, but it got like 6 in the morning. I said, "No, look, listen, I've got to go, man. I can't be waiting here any longer." But I'm all right now.
I'm all right, yeah.
Yeah, they're lovely in the Portsmouth Wedding Room. There's nothing to do with the venue. It's my own fault. And they're lovely down there. We've been gigging there years, and we've been gigging there since. And I saw them next time, and they said, "All right, mate." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I won't fall off tonight." You know what I mean? But I wasn't really a good advert because Tonic were there for mental health. No, Tonic could do a lot.
Yes, I've done shows for them. Yeah.
Yeah, really nice, haven't they? And I do apologise to them because I was wearing their T-shirt. Never mind the Tonic. Here's the cure. Something like the
Yeah.
And there I am standing with all blood down it, with face swollen out.
Mate, that's rock and roll history, mate. You could have framed it, put it in the fucking, what's it called? Hard Rock Cafe. Deano's face blood shirt from Portsmouth.
Yeah, they're lovely, the people from Tonic. I still see them at festivals. Yeah, as you know, they're brilliant. But it was an eventful night, but you live and learn. Don't drink neat vodka on stage.
I did it. I tell you something. I remember doing a show at O2 Islington, and it was in the drinking days, and I thought it'd be. I decided to walk on stage with a bottle of Jack Daniels, and
I remember a flash move, like
oh fuck, mate. And I remember.
Was you drinking it neat at the bottle?
Yeah. Oh fuck me, mate.
Wow.
I used to love it neat, mate. And I remember halfway through this trick, and I'm thinking, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing here now. I was like, well, I managed to get the trick off, but I was just like.
Could send your brain into like other places.
Mate, I was out for it.
No one can perform any job in the world if you're fucking lagging.
Mate,
luckily, magicians sort of get away with it if you're well rehearsed. But any walk of life is not fucking good, is it? Do you know what I mean? But you got the trick off. You pulled the trick off.
The trick off. I remember the crowd. I think there was a couple of people giving it at the front, and I had a pretty green jacket, the Union Jack one. I remember taking it off, and I went, "Who wants it? You buy yourself a new car with this, right?" And I went to throw it in the crowd, and as I threw it up, I pulled it back and went, "Fuck off," like that, you know, like mucking about with them. And a lot of them liked it. They were like, "Oh, he's
that's
all right,
it. You've got in the face of adversity. You've got to fucking like.
Go have a laugh, mate. Listen, that's what it's all about. You wouldn't get Dynamo going on the stage with a bottle of Jack Daniels, would you?
But yeah, rock and roll. See, well, it might be, but not on stage anyway. Your thing is rock and roll, supporting Libertine, Sean Ryder, and all them. No,
yeah, I won't.
That's your thing. Do you know Joel's brother does magic?
I think we've had this chat. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
He used to do. You must have done them like no private events, corporate events.
Yeah.
He does card tricks around the tables and all that. He's brilliant. Yeah.
I think
his name's Blaine. His real name is Blaine. Like David Blaine was the magician, wasn't he? Yeah.
I think Joel mentioned this when I first met him. Did a show. It was a New Year's Eve show. It was Luke and Joel were doing an acoustic set, and I remember showing him some tricks, and he mentioned you mentioning that sort of took it in my mind. I remember him saying his brother did it, but man, I think
he don't anymore. He's married now, got kids and that, and he still kicks his hand in. He's always got a pack of cards on him. He might be there tomorrow and do that gig with Joel tomorrow night at Walthamstow. He's solo shit and not solo shit. Probably choice of words there. That's fucking blinding. And Blaine probably they all live that manner, don't they?
Yeah, man.
But Woodford, so Blaine will be there, man. He'll have his cards on him. Like
let's talk about Joel's solo stuff. You recently, was it your first gig at Coco supporting a little well-known artist called
you might have
Gallagher?
From Burnage. Liam, fucking Coco, man. Was really nice. Debbie Guiver, he's a guru, as he calls her, played Liam Joel's solo album, and Liam loved it. And he said, get him to support me, to get a fucking support with Liam. It's winning the lottery, man.
That's for dreams, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, mate. He's fucking amazing. And he loved Joel's solo, and he only had one support. And he said, get Joel to do it. So Joel rang me up and said, we're supporting Liam. I was like, fucking come. Because when the tickets were on sale, I ain't missing that. And I could message Debbie and say, like, he sorts out guesses. Can you imagine the queue for guests?
Bombarded, mate.
Way down the pecking order in respect to things, you know what I mean? And when Joel got the support one, I'm fucking in, and I'm fucking in there. So and it was brilliant, mate. It was an experience to go out to an Oasis crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, with the Rifles, which has always been used to walking out to Rifles fans. You know,
Of course.
they're on your side. They pay to come and see the gig. They're there to see the Rifles. So you're always guaranteed a good crowd. They're always fucking brilliant. Oasis crowd, man. I thought, well, if you like the Oasis, you'll like the Rifles, right? You know,
yeah, man.
Right. So we were just concentrating. Brendan O'Neill, the drummer from 9 Below Zero,
yeah,
he's on drums. He played with them for 24 years. He's a diamond geezer, and so we were well rehearsed. We just went on. I mean, in between each song, 10 seconds between each song, and there was a couple of Deano chants in between the songs, which was nice. That relaxed us. Oh, you know, that's very nice. But that really relaxed us. Like, there's people in there who know the Rifles there.
Yeah, man.
Because that only ever happens at Rifles gigs, man. So it looks like, right, Joel smashed it. Joel knocks it out of the park, man. I mean, them songs are brilliant, and he's got a wicked voice. Brendan's superb on the drums, and it's just on the piano, nice piano as well. And we knocked it out. We was on for we was given 45 minutes. Or we could do an hour if we wanted, but the whole album was only 40 minutes long. So we just done the 40 minutes and smashed it out, and the reception was really good.
Brilliant.
As much you can expect from an Oasis crowd. Do you know what I mean? You're supporting the governor here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and it went down really well, and Liam was really pleased with it all. And yeah, what really good experience. I mean, it was our second gig because we'd done the Marquis in Covent Garden, Tommy's pub.
Yeah, I remember.
Warm up in there.
That was on a Sunday, wasn't it?
It was a Sunday. The Molotovs were watching. Calls that. The Molotovs are smashing it at the moment, fucking brilliant. So that was cool. So that was the first one. Then we done Liam's, and then we got tomorrow in Walthamstow.
Here's a question for you, right? Just thinking about that, right? And be deadly honest. Don't just say it because I'm on the screen with you, right? Because I think I know the answer. I don't think it would, right? But do you think, right, my act, the way I support the bands, do you think it would work?
It would work.
Liam Gallagher, if he like
supporting Liam, fucking at 100%, 100%, because everyone likes magic, and if you don't, as you're saying, this example, like Liam's crowd, say for argument's sake, 50% of the crowd don't like magic. That's a bit strong. I'll say 89%, 9 out of 10 people like magic. If you don't like magic, you can fuck off to the bar.
True.
Do you know what I mean? So if you do like magic, you'll stick around and watch you, wouldn't you? And with Liam, with the exposure of Liam, do you know what? I don't know if Liam actually likes magic. I've never shown him them 2 card tricks.
I've shown him a couple, mate.
Have you? Do you like
it? Yeah, he loved it.
Oh, there's that wicked picture of you and Liam, and he's holding up the card. It says Elvis.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's only Liam autograph that's signed Elvis. Did he like the magic when you showed it?
I showed him the first one, right, because I was nervous. He was like, I showed it to him. He looked at me. It was like, it's fucking nothing, it like that, right? Because it was, I was bricking it, right?
That's what I would love, isn't it?
And then I showed him this other one, and he was like, that's the fucking one that is. Like, and that's when he gave me the high five, and he reached in for a hug. He went, "That's all right, that lad." That's all right.
Have you ever asked him? I could ask Debbie.
No, see, I'm Dino. I'm never that sort of person who goes around asking people. Like, I've been so lucky, saying this yourself.
Tapping on the shoulder. Can I? Yeah.
People have always come up to me. So Paul asked me. I never asked him. Paul went up to me, said, "Do you want to do some, some of my shows?" And I went, "Well, I've got tickets anyway to watch you." He went, "No. Like, do you want to do some magic at my shows?" I was like, "Oh, man." Like that. So I did three shows with him, and then the Libertines rang Cole Barrett. I've known Cole for a long time, and he rang me up, and I went on tour with them for 3 weeks.
How was that? All the Libertines, man.
Carnage, mate.
Favourite bands fucking ever, man. Yeah.
Fucking carnage, man. But it was unbelievable. And then I did I did Reverend and the Makers. Did 2 nights with Reverend and the Makers. Broke my ribs in Liverpool.
How'd you do?
No,
broke my ribs. Over there?
I broke my ribs in Nottingham, Rock City.
I know Rock City. Yeah.
Jumped off the stage dived, and a few people caught me. And then they let go, and I broke 2 of my ribs. I broke 2 ribs. And then, it's fucked. And then after that one, I went the solo tour with Doherty, did the whole UK one. And then
And then recently, near enough a month with Brian Jonestown Massacre, mate.
Oh yeah, I saw the footage of that, man.
Oh,
What the footage from the crowd that people filmed that you was on.
different.
And you went on one. You went on. You was on when the last song they played.
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah. They bring me up. They bring me up to do a few like the last song. Abandoned Ship, it's called.
Yeah.
And I went up there with the Shakers.
That's
the
it, shaker going on.
Yeah. I remember when I walked on in London and I had this smock on and a pair of glasses had these maracas. I'm not even joking, right? I heard someone shout out, Liam, Liam. And then the lights went up and people...
The reason we got these fucking haircuts is from the Gallagher brothers, you know what I mean? I mean, my dad had me this haircut when I was like 5, like mod haircut, you know what I mean? I remember getting my school photo, and if the sides weren't long enough, my dad would draw them in with a pen. You know what I mean? To get the sides down. So when Oasis come along, I was right. Yeah. I had long hair because of Nirvana. I had long hair right down here. I had a ponytail that long, man. Then Kurt died April the 5th, 1995. Yeah. Before whatever came out just after. Something was in the January, wasn't it? Or February. And then Kurt died, and the Britpop died. So I went back to the haircut I'd always had.
Brilliant.
So unknowingly, I was fashionable because the Beatles haircut. Because of the Gallaghers, man. We've always had. That's why we get them comments like, you look like, oh, you think right? You are Liam. Well, I don't think I'm Liam Gallagher. I've had this haircut all my life. It's a mod haircut, actually, from the 60s. It's we've always had it. Brought up in the Motown world and the mod world. We've always fucking had it, like the Gallaghers. You know what I mean?
Talking about being brought up, do you want to say hello to Lonnie quickly?
Bring him on, bro.
Yeah, listen.
Wait
there.
Has he finished that fucking IKEA yet? Or what?
Yeah, Lonnie. Has he finished that IKEA thing? He said.
Stands up. Yeah, has he put it up? Glass everywhere. Yeah, mate. Fucking glass everywhere. Hammer on the floor. Bottle of vodka.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Go on, son. Yeah. Where is he?
All right.
Come on, Lonnie.
Meet Deano.
Lonnie! How you doing,
That's
mate? Give us a
wave.
wave.
Deano.
Lonnie,
Give a wave.
Give us a wave.
Lonnie, give a wave.
Hey!
Blow kiss. Blow kiss.
Hey, Lonnie, is your dad good at magic?
Am I any good at magic? Am I any good at magic? Oh, he's waving. He's blowing you a kiss.
Lonnie, have you finished that? Have you put up that cabinet yet from IKEA?
Have you put... No, he said no.
Lonnie, what you want to do is get the hammer and just hit the glass. Hit the glass with the hammer.
Lonnie, watch this. Watch this. Do you want to go to the swings tomorrow?
No, I'm all right, bro. Oh, sorry.
Let me go. Right, say bye.
Bye, mate. Bye-bye.
See, so wait there, Dino, 2 seconds.
All right, mate. Come on, everyone. The old card. He ain't happy about that, is he?
He ain't happy about that, mate. We've turfed him right out.
Yeah.
Bless his heart, man. Let me shut that door. Hang on 2 seconds.
Yeah, shut that door. Shut that door.
Dino, before we come to the end, mate, what I want to know is,
how
did Regency start?
Regency? Well, this lineup, we've had a few lineups over the years. This lineup's 2020, so lockdown, November 2020. I mean, me and Scott, my brother produces all the tunes.
Yeah.
And I think between us, we released a single a month, and just in lockdown. It would have been lockdown November 2020, but it was still in it.
Yeah.
So I said to Scott, like, let's get these tunes. What fuck else to do, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? Technology. You could email your tune to a drummer and he'd drum for you and then email it back. Like, in lockdown, you can't get to your drummer's gaff. And we've released a single every month. The answer to your question is we've been going really since November 2020. And we've released a single, 32 singles in 32 consecutive months.
That's mental.
Yeah, it's pretty tough going because I'm trying to get it all going with other things in life, doing stuff. Go on, mate. I said, what happened was, I was at a bar, and I went to a bar, and so Scott produces all the tunes, and we've got a geezer called Dave, he plays a lot of solos. Tom, our guitarist, Tom Marden's on the firm, actually, we just sent him some stuff tonight. Tom writes a lot of the riffs, but he lives in Norfolk, so it's a bit difficult to all meet up as a whole, but technology, you can email this shit to each other, and just do your bit and email it back. And then crack on. So yeah, Regency been going this lineup November 2020. And with Scott's, the last single in August, Scott wrote a song called Summer. That came out this August, like this month. And we've got a Hammond Mods instrumental coming out in the... Give him that hammer back. Kids love a hammer.
I ain't giving it the hammer, mate.
We've got another single coming out at the end of September. This year's September single. It's a mod instrumental, Hammond, like Booker T stuff. Booker T Hammond instrumental. And that's out at the end of September. And then we've got singles lined up to 2026. And we our 50th single in April next year. That's our 50th. And we want to get to 100, and that'll be another 3, so 12, it's another 4 years after that. So we'll have 100 singles out in, so 12 to about 8 years. 8 years and 3 months, if you think about it. We'll have 100 singles out in 8 years and 3 months. And we've got enough singles for the next 3 years. I'm still writing.
That's mental, man. That's absolutely mental. That's mad, isn't it?
Well, it's quite hard to keep up sometimes, but we've set a precedent now, so we've got to be doing it.
Mental, mate.
Yeah.
But I think...
I
know, right? I'll probably have to love you and leave you
mate.
on that one, Deano.
Don't go. We go.
I know, right? Well, he's throwing the toys out the pram and that, and, you know.
Literally.
No, listen. What's coming up next for you, though, mate?
Right, next up we've got tomorrow. I've got Joel's gig. We've got Camden Electric Ballroom, Rifles on 27th of October. My birthday's on the 30th, and so that's always a birthday gig. Christmas we've got Lafayette. We used to do the Boogaloo Bar, didn't we, in Highgate? We can't do it there anymore, unfortunately. So we're doing it in Lafayette again this year in King's Cross.
Oh yeah.
2 nights. Next year, Suggs is back on tour, and it's quite a nice thing because we've done that one-man show, the 90-minute narrative, and I interjected with tunes, etc. But Suggs said to me that he's going to do a Madness set list, of songs, and he said, "What I'm going to do, Deano?" He said, "I'm going to do a Madness set list, and before Madness essentially unplugged, and he might get a kick out and snare, not like Noel done." When he done that acoustic tour with a kick out and snare, again does guitar. Suggs is saying, might get a couple of other musicians in. So me on the piano, kick out and snare, maybe a bit of brass, Ray Tomo will even get involved. I do a Madness set list, and before each song, essentially Madness Unplugged, Suggs will tell you how the song was written, who it was about, just something about the song, like Better Breakfast Man was about their mate Johnny Haslow, used to be, you'd keep on everyone's sofa. They used to call him a loafer. So he said...
Love that song.
Oh, mate, if you ever got the or an hangover, put Better Breakfast Man on, and it just lifts your day. Tomo was hilarious in that video. So halfway through, he walks off. I don't know if Chrissy Boy's watching. We watched that Better Breakfast Man video. Lee Thompson halfway through. They're filming it, man. And Lee Thompson fucks off, and he walks right in front of the camera and disappears.
Some of their videos, the way they filmed it, are mental, weren't they?
But that's the next thing up next year with Suggs. So it'll be a new show. We get off the ground and running quite quickly and quite easily because we've just got to learn we know all the Madness songs anyway, and then it just do a narrative of a minute talk before each song, who it was about, when it was written, when it was recorded, and it'd be like a 2-minute excerpt of each song, so we get fit far more in the hour and a half. So that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. And the Rifles' new album is nearly finished. I think it's pretty much done. We'll be touring that in May. So the new Rifles album, Joel's doing his solo stuff, but the new Rifles album will be touring in May. The date's already booked. Even the big London one in May is already booked. So, yeah.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Well, I mean, we know we could talk for about 3 hours, but I'm going to have to get a new nanny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, where's Nadine?
She's...
Giving up.
Giving up, mate.
Nadine, I know you're saying, darling. Yeah.
She had one job tonight, right? While I do this, and it's fucking carnage, isn't it, mate?
Hey, listen, we'll have to get over to your manor. Belfast, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. Anytime.
Rifles get to Belfast, you know. We've done Cork, Dublin, and Belfast.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant, mate. Me and Joe went out to all the local pubs. The best part of Guinness you'll have. As you know. Well, as you knew. Yeah.
I knew in the past, mate.
Yeah.
But
we'll have to come over for an holiday. A week or no.
100%, mate. We'll put you up in the mod manor, mate.
Is it? You got room?
We look after you, mate.
Man.
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll sleep with a dishwasher if you don't tell
I'll
me.
put you in the fucking West Wing.
No, I prefer the East, you see. I remember coming round George once and you did put me in the West. And I thought, oh my God, he's put me in the West Wing here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the East Wing's far more into the bars in the East Wing, you see. And the pool table, dartboard. Yes, absolutely. Now, brother, you can whack us any fucking room you want.
No, I will, man. But Deano, I want to say thank you very much for joining me this evening. I mean, listen, it's been fucking carnage, but would we expect anything different with us?
No, exactly. Brother, we've been on an hour and 10 minutes.
Well, you fucked up for about half an hour.
Yeah, well, I can't do something to a man about a dog, but not a dog about a man. Yeah, do you know what? I couldn't fucking work out to get that fucking ring back on. But we got there, brother. We got there.
Deano, listen, mate, nothing but love. It's always a pleasure to see you, mate. Thank you. And I hope it was, I mean, it's supposed to have been like a chilled out podcast chat. We just rambled a load of bollocks, didn't we?
Exactly. I still pinch myself every day what I'm doing, and I'm enjoying it, and while it lasts. And there you go. But a lot of good stuff coming up on the horizon. New Rifles album, new Suggs tour. It's all going to be kicking off. It'll be blinding.
Good man. Listen, Deano, you're a top man, and I love you to bits.
Love you, mate. Cheers, brother.
Thank you for joining me.
Did you make them jokers turn to aces?
Magic.
Anyway, Magic. It's called Magic.
Deano, God bless you, and I'll see you soon.
Mate.
Take care, brother. Bye, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This week's episode of Talking to Mod is sponsored by the Coffee Mod. Don't just dress like an ace face, drink like one too. They're also giving our listeners 15% off when you use the promo code MAGICMOD15. So what are you waiting for?
Everything's a work of some man. We'll flick of the wrist and it's gone.